is another MyView TV exclusive. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, man.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. So them fine foot and them fine hand and one bike cause all the bloodshed in a Clarendon, people. But before me deal with that and the rest of the news, let me address one matter. You understand? So look at new people them here, who me talk to. Look at new people them come over here and come over IG, come and talk about, yo, we like the news, but we don't like the intro. Hold on a minute. Who don't like the intro, so now go subscribe. Me, they tell you say you have to subscribe. Me, they tell you say make sure you subscribe and let me tell you something. Lift up. Uno try lift up half of this page. I mean, no want to know over here, you know. Remember when we don't get a look at 200, look at 300 views, you can't look. I don't see them still there. Because we not hide it. We not change, yeah, man. Hot and spicy barbecue and them the people like, no, we are original. We stick to our roots. We not change our style and change our look. But make sure you know this. We are going to read about Uno. Because since you come every day and report this and report that, and yo, we don't like this and we don't like that, and because you don't have to come over here, I'm tired to tell you no. You don't have to come over here, find some other platform and go up and go vice no concern. Not right here, because nothing not change. Some of our people them like this, and I saw this MyView TV family like we are going and we're going to continue upon this trend. So people, you don't need for them not change it. Them know them can't change it, you understand? But anyway, I can read this news because a beer things are going, people.
Earlier this morning, sometime about 7 o'clock or just after 7 o'clock, a leg of a human was found along the roadway, along Red Hills Road in the St. Andrew North Division. Shortly thereafter, we had a report of a human hand which was discovered on a veranda in the Almontown community. That was reported to us just before 10 o'clock. A witness said that it was just discovered in the morning. That is all the information that we have at this time. Of course, it is far too soon for us to draw any conclusions about the DNA of the body part, much less to draw conclusively a determination of whether or not they belong to the same body. When we have more information, we will definitely share it with the public. This is an ongoing investigation.
John was star, me I tell you something, I know someone not agree with me right now. But you see right now, me a bat for the needs, yeah. Me a bat for the needs. That's not national identification, something the government are coming with. Me a bat for it. Because the man them find hand and a foot there right now and I wonder who for hand and foot. And I wonder if hand and the foot related. Because one already is one of the Almontown community. A good driving distance that people. You understand? But right now, the place I get wicked and bloody people. But me not understand this, you know, people. I'm telling you the truth. From them go so boom, and them go down a bus rack. Remember when the big thing they go on a bus rack, Clarendon, and the security force slap on the boy them, and them say some of the boy them get way. Why was the security force taking out a Clarendon and them never deal with that bushmaster gang, the other bushwhacker gang that when they want to call themselves? Them the boy they were hiding in a bush. But right now the wicked get worse, people, because a bike, the man them are over and one little bike, Mr. the man say, yo, he might come wet up the place, you know. Can't believe that. Despite the deployment of police and soldier, gunmen continuing their deadly rampage in the community of Farm in Effortsbridge, Clarendon. A couple was killed while walking home in the community on Thursday night. They has been identified as welder Leroy Taylor and his wife, Sanya, both 54-year-old. People, let me tell you something. Them say when something not working, change it. Or if it work, make it remain. You see the old cabinet that Andrew have here, the old cabinet that Andrew have, me forget rid of it. Me I tell you the truth. Because it now work. To the worst person to listen to. And me I be honest with you. And I know say me not tell no lie. It's not me, man. Don't like this to me. And I like this to Sir P. Yeah, because Sir P a real man. But to the worst person to listen to are the commissioner of police. And guess who? The National Security Minister. It's like the man them just sit back and relax and I read this book. Will probably come from England where I say, yo, fight crime this way, fight crime that way, and not so crime fight. Who want here so now slap where boy them here talk about to now keep church service and them something them. Know so the Lord can't help with them something there, you know. Yes. But God help those who help themselves. Remember that part there too. So me I tell you no slap them way. But no. On this side no one catch them, carry them, go make them cool out little and then let them out. But go to think I got them. Them just pick up back in machine them. Me I telling the truth.
It started around Tuesday when it's reported that a man went into the community and left a motorcycle and it was stolen. So we understand that subsequent to that, persons were threatened that if he didn't get back his motorcycle, then persons would die. On Wednesday night, a group of persons were at a location that they normally gather in the community sometime after 7, when a group of men came out of a car and fired several shots. In that one incident, 4 persons were injured, 2 died. They left that location and were driving around the community. I understand they went to another location where they saw a female. They attacked her. Her mother, who was inside now, came out to check to see what was happening and inquired, and she was shot. She died in that incident. So that was Wednesday night. Police officers were very close. As a matter of fact, after the first incident, the police went and took the individuals, and it was whilst they were on way with those 2 injured victims to the hospital that they got another call that there was another shooting. Last night, in the same community, we understand that a couple was walking in the community and the men came back, same set of men we understand, and shot and killed those 2 individuals. So the area is very tense because what we're seeing now, it's quite different from the type of incidents that the Effortville community is accustomed to. Whereas these attacks are being carried out by gang members who are involved in criminal gangs, they are not necessarily targeting gangsters. They are going after just somebody who is connected to the community. So it's not like all these persons who are dying are connected to the motorcycle that was stolen, or they are connected to any of the gang conflict. They just want to exact some kind of revenge on these people.
So uno boy and girl will know which part of the bike there, yeah. Me talk it as it is. Uno boy and girl will know where the bike there and know the people them who are hide the bike. One them look at one bike go on and come out of the community. We're not gonna make so much people lose them life over one piece of old scrap metal, eh? Then say them look a thing there and they like, you know, but alright with it. Because we go on a church service, because this man come and talk about him and keep church service. Big press conference for the church service.
We'll start visiting at 5 and finish 6 a.m. Sunday morning. We can go back to church and pray and behave themselves, but if we catch them in church, we got knock them down the same way. We find them in church, we have to arrest them. We wouldn't mind them go to church so we can arrest them without peacefully. There's a gang wars on here in more than 2 persons murdered in the last 48 hours, about 7. Inter-gang wars break out in Maple over some other place, their bike or something like that. It's a madness, so we have to move aggressively on them. These gang wars tend to have a time exit over period of the original fatality is difficult to sometimes source. I know the current flare-up has come from a conflict over a bike, like a cheap bike, which is sound rather almost ridiculous when you think of it, that's 7 lives over a bike. But I'm sure there are other things at the root of it. They're aware that the gang's involved, but they haven't arrested the particular individuals. And then if they detain individuals without who are not the direct shooter, or you don't have evidence of them being the direct shooters, you have to release them within a very quick time anyway. And the shooters usually take a look at they go hiding, they duck. Take
note that we have had 7 homicides in the central Clarendon in the last 48 hours. And this, of course, was preceded by earlier 4 on the border in St. Catherine about, I think, within the last 2 weeks, which meant we have had a serious upsurge in gang conflict in Clarendon. There's a known gang established here in the Bushman in the central Clarendon. They have had significant degrading. Number have been killed in combat with the security forces, as well as several have been detained and charged, but they still have a significant number of activists out there, supporters who are well armed and are brutal in their approach. I'm aware and I've been told, I've been informed by the security team that this entire episode of killing has come about because of a dispute over a bike, which reflects the level of literal depravity in the behavior of some of these elements out there. The security forces who have knowledge of what's happening, we're taking additional measures. In fact, we had deployed significant numbers after the first incident in the hills. And while we are aware that gangsters in the central area would have been involved, it therefore dictates that we send significant additional manpower of both soldiers and policemen in the area. We are now going to take steps to institute a security curfew. That's curfew beyond the disaster resistance, the DRM curfew. And we're going to seek this full support. We're seeking the support of the business community. Okay? We know it will disrupt commerce, but the gang war will do worse disruption to commerce. Object is to have at least a 96-hour curfew and make every effort by the count of of the security forces to apprehend a number of the critical players out there and then allow normalcy to return. So we will be taking strong action in terms of the additional manpower and the operational activity out there. The security forces will, of course, seek to track down these murderous characters wherever they are, find them, apprehend them, and prosecute them. However, I said we have to have the support of the business community and their understanding, despite of the other challenge they're having, the gangs will do more to disrupt their business than we will with a curfew. The curfew will be short and sharp. We intend to lock down and find all those miscreants out there over the next 96 hours, and if necessary, we'll do it again. But we'd like to be able to, we are confident we can go into the holiday weekend in better shape.
Always remember, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Check us out, alright?